the chapter function. So today we will go to a new chapter, that is Python strings or Python string. So a very small chapter. So, but we will discuss after this chapter. Then in our next class, so we will cover file handling. So then we will go to Python OOPS concept. So basically, what is a string in every programming language? This terminology is available. A string, basically, we can say it is a sequence of characters. Creative. Suppose I will write creative. So this is a string value, or simply we can say it is a string. A sequence of characters, particularly in Python, identified by single quote or double quote or triple quote. I can write in this way. I can write in this way creative. I can write in this way creative. In this way, I can write in this way creative. Single quote or double quote or triple quote string we can identify. So in general, if I will define, in general, string is a sequence of characters identified by single quote or double quote or double quote or triple quote. Okay, guys, you remember in Python there is what no character or data type. So everything will treat as a string. Suppose I will write A. So it is a string value. The length of string is one, containing one character, but it is length of string is one. But it is treated as a string value. Okay. So now we will see. We will go to our Jupyter Notebook environment. Suppose suppose I will write print hello. Okay. Otherwise, I can write print hello. Okay. So to display, to print a string value, so we can represent in this way. So now I will hit run. So I can get hello and hello. So my point is directly a string value, that is called as string literal, string constant value, directly I can represent. If I will assign a string value to a variable, so I can write in this way. Okay, assigning or assign a string value to a variable. So I can write as suppose S1 is a variable, the value of S1 is Python programming. So I can write S1, otherwise I can write print S1. It depends upon you. Now I will hit run. So I got Python programming. Okay, suppose I will write S2 equals to Python for AI. Single quote I have identified here. Another assignment I have identified a double quote. What is the value of S2? Now I got Python for AI. Triple quote also, suppose S3 is a variable, the value of S3 is Python for data science. Now the value of S3 is Python for data science. Okay, suppose if I will represent multi-line strings. So multi-line strings. Suppose I will write A equals to, suppose in this way I can write triple quote. Suppose I will write Python is a programming language. Suppose Python is a, in this way. Comma. Suppose I will go to next line. My objective is what? I am specifying. I am representing string value. I am representing string literals in the form of multi-lines. Python is developed. Okay, Python is developed by in this way Guido Van Rossum. Suppose in this way I will write and what is the value of A. So I will write print A. So here, if I want to represent multi-line strings, line one line to multiple lines, now I will hit run. Just to see, Python is a programming language. Python is developed by Guido van Rossum. So in this way, so you can represent multi-line strings. Okay, so give a response. I hope everybody got
Yes,
clarity.
sir.
Okay, so what is the type of, suppose I will write, so what is type of a str, you see. So string, currently I was telling string, what is a sequence of characters. Python, you remember one point, Python does not have a character or data type. That point, suppose I will write it a little better. You have to remember this point. Python does not have character or data type. Character or data type. Character or data type. Okay. So a single character simply treated as a string. Single character, okay, is simply a string with a length of one. Length of one. You have to remember. Okay, clear. So another point I told, a string is a character array. So in array, so basically position means we can what represent the index value. For example, suppose suppose I will write a equals to hello world. Suppose. So what is the value of print of a of one? So one means in one index which character is present. That means, as I told, a string is a character array. Okay, so H is a character, A is a character. So every character they can access, or we can access individual character by their index value. So A of one, zeroth index character H is present, and in one index which character is present, that is E. Now I will hit run. I got the output E. So 2 index L, 3 index L, 4 index O, 5 index, there is a comma, 6 index, there is a space in this way. Okay. So every character, each and individual character we access by their index value, by their index value. Then in for loop that already we have known, loop through a string. That means if I want to retrieve all characters from a string. So already we have known for x in already in for loop we have studied. So this part there is no need that I will explain. So I can get all the characters. That's why I wrote a loop through a string. What is the length of a string? What is the length of a string? So number of characters. Number of characters. Suppose I will write, suppose I have a string hello world. This hello world I have assigned in a variable. Let the variable name is a. So what is the length of a string? So length, there is a function len. So within bracket I specified the variable name. So length of a string is what? The number of characters. The number of characters present. The number of characters present in a string, that is called as length of a string. Just to see, now I will hit run. I got 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma is 6, space is 7, double is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then exclamatory, one special symbol, that is 13. So here comma considering as one character, space considering as one character, special symbol whatever you have specified, that is also considering as one character. So the number of characters present, the number of characters present in a string, that is called as length of a string. Okay, so we will go to the next point. We can check strings already. This part already we know in operator. In operator that we have already. Suppose let it. I have a variable. Let the variable name is str. Suppose I will write the best things in life. Okay, best things in life is education. Suppose there is a string, the string value I assigned in a variable, let my variable name is str. So I can write print, okay. So I can write life in str. So this part already we have known. Yes, true. So life is already, so this part already we have known. Then we will go to the next point, slicing. We will slicing operation. So what is the meaning of slice? We can return a range of characters by using or by implementing slicing operation. So we will see. So what do you mean by slice? What do you mean by slice? So let this is my string value, and let the value I assigned in a variable be. Okay, suppose I will write b of 2 colon 5. So what is the output? Okay, 2 colon 5. Everybody is understanding till now? Give a response. Give a response.
Yes, sir.
Till now, everybody. Okay, okay. So in the middle, so try to give the response. Otherwise, I cannot know actually. This part. Okay, so what is the output of this? 2 colon 5. Number of character after colon 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then first of all, first 5 number of characters we will consider, and 2 colon, a range of 2 onwards, 0, 1, 2, 2 onwards. So output is LLO. Just to see, output is LLO. Just to see, first after colon, you remember, after colon 5 is given, that means from the beginning, that means zeroth index character onwards. We are counting. So H is 1, E is 2, L3, L4, O5. So number of 5 characters we considered. So hello came. But in the left, before colon, 2 is given. That means from 2 index character onwards. Okay, so zeroth index character is H, 1 index character is E, 2 index character is L. So from L onwards, so LLO. Clear, clear. Suppose if I give a response, if I will write same thing, suppose I will copy. Suppose I will write B colon simplify. So first you got these things hello, then you remember. So what is the meaning of two? So from two index character onwards, that is LL. So it is called as slicing operation. Slicing. We can retrieve a portion of a string. That is called slicing. Slicing. If I will what in this way, if suppose I will write, so slicing at the end. Suppose I will write 2 colon. Now I will hit run. Just to see 2 colon, 2 colon. 2 onwards, 0th character H, 1 character E, 2 character L, 2 onwards. Slicing. Oof. Give a response.
Yes,
Yes, yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Oh, okay. There are so many built-in functions that we will use. So basically, what length function already we have studied. Strip function, what is the meaning of strip function? So removing white space, so there is no need. So many built-in functions are available in string. So very simple. I think once you will read automatically, you can know actually. So first is suppose upper function. Upper function representing all whatever you have the given string. Let me given string is hello world. All characters will be uppercase. So the variable a that have assigned hello world. So if I will write a dot upper function, then all characters all are uppercase. Similarly, lower function, upper function, so many built-in functions available in a string. So that we are discussing. So it is a very tiny chapter, very small chapter and small terminology. So upper function representing all characters will be uppercase. Lower function when you are invoking, so all characters will be lowercase character. So to see, then replace instead of suppose replace means instead of what he I will replace another string jf. So here the string he available, in that instead of he the string value jf will what place. Now I will hit run. Okay, similarly one character strip function. That point I for strip. Suppose I will write a equals to, so one space, suppose I will give hello world and one space I have given. So strip function removing white space. Strip function. Strip function removing white space. Normal space is called as white space. White space from the beginning, space from the beginning or the end, not in the middle. Okay. So here from the beginning there is a space and at the end there is a space. Okay. So now I will call strip function. Then a dot strip function. Okay. Now I will hit run. Hello world I got. So how you will confirm? So before invoking string function length and after what invoking string function length, two character will be reduced because this space will remove. So string function means removing white space from the beginning or end. Similarly, split function. There is a function split. So split means a string value we are splitting, we are dividing. Okay, we are dividing a string value, we are dividing into substring. Okay, suppose hello world is my string value. I will call split function just to see. Suppose there is a comma, suppose within split function within double quote I have written comma, that means comma in indicating what. So when the control will see the comma, then comma after comma whatever the string is given, that will be considering as another string. Just to see, now I will hit run. So I got before invoking split function string value was hello world. After invoking string function, now hello is a string, then comma world is a string, two string. Before invoking it was one string. After split function calling, now it is two string. Suppose here I will give a comma here. Then hello will be string or WOR will be a string. Then LD will be a string. Just to see, now I will hit run. Hello is a string. WOR is a string, LD is a string. Split function, splitting, splitting a string value into substrings. So give a response.
Yes,
I
sir.
hope everybody got clarity.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then concatenation of two strings, very simple. A is hello, B is world, C equals to A plus B, print C. Concatenating, simple plus operator. Here same point I have written, but there is a space I have given. So very simple. So hello space world. Okay, so it is very simple. Concatenating two string values of first string plus second string value. So that is called as what? Concatenating. Clear? Then very small program that I have written, Python program to count the occurrences of a character in a string. Occurrences. So what is the meaning of occurrences? Okay. So suppose I have a string value that is hello world. Suppose my problem task is what here I have represented the character L. The character L, how many times it is available, how many times the character L is present, how many times. This is called as occurrences. Just to see, let there is a variable I have taken count equals to 0. So let there is a variable count equals to 0. Suppose. So one simply one for loop I have taken for k in hello world. Already we all have studied what is for loop and what is the mechanism of for loop, how the control treats. Okay, so now this is the loop body. Print statement is the out of loop. Okay, so suppose the character h will assign into k. Now the character h will assign into k. Now the character h will assign into k. Now the loop body will execute. So what is the loop body? If k equals to L, count plus equals to 1 means count equals to 1. So if condition, so loop body is nothing but an if expression. Loop body is nothing but an if expression. So if k, the value of k is h double equals to L, condition false. If condition false, then this statement will not execute. Now control will go to the next data item, the character e. So the now e will come to k, then body will execute. In python programming, when a data item is assigning to a loop variable, loop body is executing. After the loop body execution, the control will go to the next data item. Now E will come to K and the body will execute if K is the value of E, if E double equals to L. Condition false. If it is condition false, the statement will not execute. Now L will come to K. Now again body will execute if L double equals to L. So L double equals to L condition is true. So if condition is true, then count plus equals to 1 that will execute, because count plus equals to 1, this is the body of if. So count plus equals to 1, that means count equals to count plus 1. So count value is 0, that is 0 plus 1, 1. So count is equal to 1. Then after executing the body, the control will go to the next character. L, again L will come to K, then body will execute L double equals to L, condition is true, count is equal to count. So in this way, 1111 character will check and body will execute. So finally, there are 3L, count is equal to 1 plus count equals to count plus 1, count is equal to count plus 1, count is equal to count plus 1. Three times this line will execute. As a result, we will get the value of count is 3. So after loop termination, this is my output statement I have written. So occurrences of L is the value of count. The value of count is 3. Now I will hit run just to see the occurrences of L is. So give a response. Guys, give a response. Guys,
Yes,
give a
sir.
response.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So then we will go to the next program. So to find the reverse of a string.
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍
Sir, one sir, କୁହନ୍ତୁ.
କହିଲେ ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍ ସାର୍ ନେବେ ଖାଲି ହ୍ୟାଲୋ ସାର୍
One sir.
ହଁ
Sir.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ତମମାନେ ପିଲେ କିଛି ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ ନା ବୁଝିପାରୁନ ନା ଖାଲି ସାର୍ ଯାହା କହୁଛନ୍ତି କି ଶୁଣ କାହିଁକି ମତେ କିଛି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କିଛି ପଚାରୁନ କାହିଁକି କିଛି ଇଣ୍ଟରାକ୍ସନ ନାହିଁ କଣ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ କଣ ମୋ ଭଏସ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅଡିବୁଲ ଅଛି
ଟିକେ ପିଲାମାନେ କେମିତି
Yes,
ମାନ୍ଦା
sir.
ଲାଗୁଛନ୍ତି.
Yes,
ନା
sir.
ଏମିତି କଣ ଶୋଇ ପଡିଛ ନା କଣ ମୁଁ କିଛି ବୁଝିପାରୁନି ଗୋଟେ ଦିନ ବି ତମେ ତ ଇଣ୍ଟରାକ୍ସନ ମତେ କାହିଁ ଲାଗୁନି ହେଲା ଭଳିଆ ସାର୍ ଯାହା ପଢଉଛନ୍ତି ଖାଲି ମାନେ ସେ ପଢଉଛନ୍ତି ନା ତମେ କିଛି ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ କଣ ଦୁଇ ଥର ପଚାରିବାକୁ ପଡୁଛି ମାନେ ରେସ୍ପନ୍ସ ଦିଅ ବୋଲି ଠିକ ସେ ରେସ୍ପନ୍ସ କର ଯାହା ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଅଛି ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ ପଚାର ବାର ବାର ମୁଁ ତମକୁ କହିଥିଲି ସେତେବେଳେ ଠିକ ଅଛି ସାର୍ କୁହନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ
So any interaction is required actually if you have some inquiries, if queries, sorry, inquiry. So if you have some queries, then happily you can ask actually. So in which line you are not able to understand, so immediately if you will raise your hand, then immediately I will resolve. So as a result, the clarity will come. You will get the clarity in a particular point. Okay, so we will go to the next program to find the reverse of a string. So I have written using function because I thought before already function chapter we completed. So we will write the program using function. But logic is same. So reverse of a string value. So what is the logic behind that one function definition that I have written. So already in our last topic function, what we had observed, there is a function call and there is a function definition. And when a function is calling, then function definition is executing. So any problem task is given. So definitely 2 point we have to represent. One is function definition and one is function call. Okay, so task is what reverse of a string. So this logic I will explain. So that one given string, let my string is variable name is my str, whatever you write. So here my problem task is I will give the input value. I will give the input value through the keyboard. So that's why I have called input function enter the string value. So now just you see here I have called. Okay, so function name is reverse. Okay, name of the function is completely user defined. Whatever you can give the function name. So here I have given the function name that is reverse. Within bracket I have specified my str. So now my str is actual argument. So at the time of function definition, function call, whatever we specify the argument that is actual, and at the time of function definition, whatever we are writing, that is formal argument. So at the time of definition, I have specified str. So my str is actual argument, str is formal argument. So in function context, already we all have known actual argument equals to the formal argument. So we can say my str equals to str. So now I'm copying, suppose, and so I will paste here. So logic is, you suppose any what input value, suppose I will give. Suppose any suppose any input value, suppose I will write technology, suppose a string value. Okay, so any value at the runtime, whatever I am giving, so that is the value of my str, because I have written my str equals to, within input function I have written enter the string value. So any input value I am giving, that will be considered as the value of my str. So my str equals to str. So now this technology, this is the value of str. Just to see what I have written, the logic part I will discuss. Reverse equals to null. Let the value of reverse, let reverse rev is my output variable. Let the value of rev is null, and simply one for loop I have written. We will see what is the for loop. Then another after for loop, one statement I have written, a return statement, and we all have known return statement is nothing but return the value of rev. So return the value of rev is the output variable. So return the value of rev is the output variable. So str is the output variable. Okay, so str what is output variable? So str is output variable. So in str first,
Sir, voice.
Sir,
Sir,
voice.
so data item assigning
ଶୁଭୁନି ଟିକେ
Voice ଆସୁନି।
ଭଏସ କଟ ହଉଛି
anything. Okay, so what I was telling in for loop, the one data item will assign into loop variable t will assign into k. Now the body will execute. Body is one line. Body is rev equals to k plus reverse. So k value is t. First the data item, first the character t is coming to k or is assigning into k. Body will execute. So body is one line. Equals to k plus rev. So k value that is t plus reverse rev, reverse value that is null. We have written let rev equals to null, that is t. First, now after executing the body, the control will go to the next rev equals to rev latest reverse value, that is t. So e plus the control will go to the t will come to k. So when a data item will assign into a loop variable, body will execute. Body is nothing but one statement. So now the character c will come to k. Now body will execute. So what is body? So k, the value of k is c plus reverse. Latest reverse is 80. So c plus 80. After executing the body, the control will go to the next character, that is h. Now h will is h plus reverse. Latest to is CET. H plus CET equal. So N will come to K, body will execute. O will come to K, body will execute. L will come to K, body will execute. So finally, lastly, you will see we will get YG O L O. Okay, N H C E T. Okay, so this is the logic. I hope everybody understood. Give a response. I hope understanding, and accordingly the control is evaluating, and finally so we are getting the result that is nothing but reverse of a input number. So that's why I will come to my environment. So now I will hit enter. So I got this. Simple is any input value. Suppose if I will give, suppose, okay, suppose I will write Python. So you can get the reverse. Sorry. So I will hit enter. So I will get the reverse. So give response.
Yes.
Okay, so this
Yes,
is
sir.
the what one program reverse of a string value. So I can find. So this is string in Python. So what is a string? It is nothing but a sequence of characters. or you can say a string is a character array. So in Python programming, but in other programming, only string is identified by double quote. But in Python, it is identified by single quote or double quote or triple quote. Okay, and so many functions and so many operations that we studied. Okay, so little bit knowledge about Python the string that we gain. So this is too sufficient for gaining a knowledge. So after one chapter file handling, then we will go to Python OOPS concept. Okay, so this is all about today's session. But guys, every day that I'm saying, do practice more and more. Whatever the points we covered, fundamentals, variable data type operators, collections, then entire flow control function. So already slowly, so lots of portions that already we had covered already. So after one chapter, then we will go to Python OOPS. Before Python OOPS, so this is first half Python Cinema, then OOPS when I will start, then this is the after half time. So the remaining Python session that we will cover very smoothly. So thank you to all of you. Or any doubts? Okay. So thank you to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.